What's up guys, it's Hubs, and this video is about the exclusive units. So I've got Tilith here, I've got Paris, Karl, Lugina, and Seria. I'm missing one unit here that because my party isn't big enough. It's called Grah, but most of you guys already know what Grah is, and you know he's a very popular leader unit anyways. And I'm going to try to bring a friend that has a Grah in the battle I'm about to do. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to quest, and the one dungeon I've been doing, or the quest I've been doing, is always Tower of Destruction. The corpse reducing machine against the defense border boss kind of guy. So I'm going to bring in my buddy Eventum here's Lord Grah, the Medulla Gem. So if you didn't know, these are all exclusive units that you can only get through either Frontier Hunter or Trials. So the first two trials, the first one gives you Karl, the second one gives you Grah, and then Frontier Hunter Season HR ranks give you Seria, Lugina, Paris, and Tilith. And they're all only available as Lord types. Cool, so I'm going to grab his Grah. Going to bring tons of pots, Fujin potions. Yeah, I think, yes, I don't need anything. So if you look at the leader skill, first of all, my Tilith is my leader, so negates all negative status ailments and greatly fills BB gauge after each turn. Grah's leader skill is 20% boost to all parameters and 15% reduction from light and dark. So basically, Tilith and Grah are amazing leaders. All of these units actually are rainbow leaders, as in their leader skills don't only affect units with the same type as them, they affect basically all units. And I'll go over all their leader skills one by one as we go on here. Yeah. So as usual, the first couple battles until the boss are pretty useless. So I'm not going to say much about them. I'm just going to kind of talk about the units themselves. So the first one we have on the top left here is Seria. She is the by far the easiest unit to get. You get her from reaching rank 6 in Frontier Hunter. So her leader skill at 5 star is a 20% boost to attack and defense of all units, which if you think about it versus Grah's, it is complete crap. Seria is by far the worst unit in this entire series of units, and I basically would never use her in a party. She's a great collectible unit. In the future, she may get a 6 star, and if she does, I hope she's better, but right now, as it stands, she's overall a very weak fire unit, compared to a lot of the things that are out there right now, which already have their 6 star forms. Her Brave Verse, though, is a multiple target hit, and it's 8 hits to all enemies. So she's decent, but they're better units. She's relatively easy to get because she comes from the early ranks of Frontier Hunter. So if you do have her and she's one of your only fire units, you should definitely still max her. She's an exclusive unit, so I mean you only get one of her, so you might as well max her BB 10 because to me it's worth it. So the next one we got here is let's talk about Karl. Karl, like I said earlier, he comes from the first trial in, what's it called? The Imperial Castle Randall place. And if you don't know, trials are basically just a lengthy boss battle. So you fight Karl himself, and when you beat him, you get Karl. This YouTube channel has a couple of videos of me fighting Karl. I have like a Karl part 1, Karl part 2, and then I have a video of my buddy Poily and I beating Karl on his account as well. So you definitely should check those out if you haven't seen them yet. Anyways, Karl he's a pretty good unit. His leader skill is chance of BB gauge increasing when attacking. So he's kind of one of those like Brave Burst. I'm just trying to auto battle here because it's not the hardest thing in the world. But yeah, so his leader skill is like BB filling when attacking, but it's by chance. So in my opinion, he's not actually that great of a unit. And I probably wouldn't use him as a leader in most cases. There are much better ones like Fellness, for example, which I reviewed him in the previous unit spotlight video, where I talk about his like great, awesome leader skill that increases Brave Crystal effectiveness. On top of that, his super Brave Burst increases Brave Crystal drop rate. So he is way better than Karl as a leader. And Karl, well, he's also 6 star, while Karl's 5 star. All the exclusive units right now are 5 star as well at their max on global. But his Brave Burst is multiple target, 8 hit, so he's still kind of decent, and decent stats, 5 star. Like I said, there's better units right now. but it doesn't really matter. To me, Karl's another collectible. I don't bother maxing him. So the next one is Lugina. Lugina is actually one of the best arena leaders right now. He gives a 50% boost to attack and defense for the first 2 turns, which is like having a Miramasa and what's it called, Royal Shield or something, for the first 2 turns, which is basically most arena matches end in 2 turns. So that's what makes him great. His actually all these exclusive units, their Brave Burst gauges actually fill up really fast. They need a very small number of crystals to fill up. And yeah, so his Brave Burst is multiple hit, 10 combo, and he has pretty decent stats as 5-star. Well, they all have kind of about the same. It's decent, but not amazing. Yeah, and then so the next one is Paris. Oh, by the way, Lugina comes from Frontier Hunter, Hunter rank 11. Paris comes at Hunter rank 16, and she is also a unit that I don't really bother using that much. She's a chance of filling Brave Burst gauge when taking damage, so kind of opposite of Karl. Her BB is multiple target 6-hit combo, which is kind of sad, I would say. Yeah, decent stats as Lord, and regular 5-hit count. So again, to me, like, I may use her in stuff like Arena, because her Brave Burst gauge fills pretty fast, so it definitely gets like Felness and Saren teams. So she can, if she Brave Burst, she'll just wipe the entire enemy team out, which makes her pretty good for that. But other than that, I would not use Paris. There's much better units out there right now. Okay, let me just activate all these guys. And so let's talk about Grah next, actually. So Grah comes from the second trial, and again, I have videos on this channel where I end up beating Grah. I use a critical hit squad for my own, and I use my friend Poiley's account again to beat him, just using a Dark squad and a Saren squad, I think. It was pretty close. It was a good video. So Grah is actually one of the best leaders right now in terms of survivability for a squad, because his leader skill, he is the only leader that increases HP by 20%, but on top of that, it's not just HP, he's basically an extra medulla gem. He gives you HP, attack, defense, and recovery for all units, and he reduces light and dark damage by 15%. So Grah is one of the craziest leader units to have right now. You definitely should get him as soon as possible. And on top of that, his Brave Burst is even better because it's a multiple hit, 13-hit combo that deals light and dark damage. And on top of that, it assigns light and dark damage to all your other units for 2 turns. So basically, everyone is going to be doing at least normal damage, could be super effective damage based on their type. But you know, they also get the light and dark element as well, which makes him really strong. And his stats, his 5-star, are pretty decent as well. And I mean, if you ever brought him as a friend, you're getting that extra 20% HP boost anyways. So, I mean, like, having a Grah as a friend or a leader automatically makes, like, his HP 7,000, which is great if you equip a Medulla Gem on him. Yeah. And so the last unit I want to talk about is Tilith. She just came out. Not many people have her right now because at this point in the game, you actually need to have Hunter rank 21, which means you had to be in the top 500 for every single Frontier Hunter season that's been out up to this point. So there's probably like a good 100 people that have her. And she actually is one of the craziest and most unique leaders that I've ever seen in my life. So her leader skill increases BB gauge after each turn. So that's kind of like Asha or M's leader skill. But she also grants you immunity to abnormal status effects, which is the same leader skill that Ilmina, Reese, and Alzel have. But what makes her even crazier is her Brave Burst. It's a heal that restores HP to all units. But okay, just watch this. I'm going to activate Seria. I'm going to activate Karl, Lugina, Paris, and then Grah, and then Tilith. And then, so her Brave Burst heals and refills everyone else's Brave Burst gauge. And as you can see, it's not a little fill. Every single one of them are full right now. I've tried using Tilith with my Douglas party. Unfortunately, she doesn't completely fill them out. They get about full Brave Burst gauge, and about 80% of their Super Brave Burst gauge is filled as well. Um, but yeah, so it's not completely full on every unit, but like these exclusive units have relatively low Brave Burst gauges, so they're filled for sure. Um, on Douglas, he's like almost full, but it's to the point where it doesn't really matter because if you're running Douglases, you generally get full Brave Burst gauges anyways. So if you were to activate all your Douglases and then activate Tilith at the end, she would pretty much max everyone out, and then all your Brave Crystals, like, you'd basically be guaranteed to have Brave Burst the next round. That's how powerful she is. And when you couple her with Fusion Tonics, you're basically getting heals and Brave Burst on everyone else every single turn. So if you brought another healer, you know, you heal with one healer, you know, you tick, 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 heal with Tilith, and then basically Tilith gives back you, gives back the other unit, like, their heal again. So if you ran, like, two Tiliths, you brought your own Tilith and a friend's Tilith, you'd be, like, trading full Brave Burst gauges every turn, and it would be amazing. But the problem is, as you can also see right now, Tilith takes a very long time to fill her Brave Burst gauge. I've completed a couple rounds, like you see, it just inches up right now. Which is why I say Fusion Potions are amazing, because Fusion Potions, they just heal, they give you full Brave Burst gauge, regardless. It doesn't matter what your Brave Burst cap is, or how many crystals you actually need to fill it. It doesn't matter, because Fusion Potions will completely max it. So we're at the boss now, and yeah. And the good thing about it is no negative status ailments, so this guy can't, like, I think he causes weakness or something. I don't know if he paralyzes. I would think he paralyzes because he's a thunder unit. But yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure, like, I shouldn't have a problem beating this guy. At least I shouldn't, but I might. Oh man, he's actually pretty strong. We'll see. I beat this guy relatively easily with my beast units. With my starters, I lost against him. He was pretty tough. Hope I'm not being greedy here. I kind of want to just use her heal. Please, please. Oh, not enough. I might have to use a cure or two. So I'm mega cure her, and I'm not going to cure anyone else. I'm really going to hope that this is okay. Please, heart crystals drop. And smack, smack, smack. Couple heals. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. And then Tilith heal everybody. Oh, beautiful. She heals. Tilith's heal at Brave Burst 10 heals as much as my 6-star SBB 10 Guardian Owl Tree. So if you don't know what that means, it means she heals a shit ton of HP. So I'm gonna Fusion Potion her. Boom. 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 Yeah, that's so good. And then heal everyone's Brave Burst gauge again. And then use Karl's Brave Burst. Nice. That's crazy. Like, man, if you're using, like, a critical hit team, well, I guess you probably wouldn't be that great to bring, though. But, I mean, you could just give everyone Brave Burst gauges. But I guess you wouldn't really need to either. I should really make a video about critical hit teams. I think people have been asking for that. I think I might do that sometime next week if people still want that. But anyways, use another Fusion Potion on Tilith, so activate everyone's Brave Burst again. It's like another way to get infinite Brave Burst, like at least 5 turns in a row. Tilith, and then I can use my Karl again. Boom, beautiful. And everyone's full HP as well. This is just, it's absolutely insane. Oh man, he just healed for 5,000. And do the same thing, well actually I'm not going to do the same thing again because my units aren't low HP. So, I mean, I was also using Tilith for the heal as well. And if there's no point, I might as well just do regular attacks on him, right? Try to lower him like that. And, yeah, I'll go for the heal. I mean, why not? I'm pretty confident I'm going to beat him, so I can go ahead and just use my Fusion Potions and stuff. And I have, like, an unlimited supply of them as well. Not because I actually have an unlimited supply of them, is because I run a lot of Fletchings of Anticipation, that quest. I made a video about it. It's like the best place to get Zal and Ryvern, and you get so many so many God stones and Fusion eyes that I have like hundreds and hundreds of Fusion potions and tonics. Like I have stacks on stacks on stacks of them, which is amazing. Wow, this video is getting pretty long. This is a lengthy boss battle. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, so I'm gonna use Tilith again. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dead this round. Like, there's no way he should be alive if I have 4 guys using their Brave Burst on him right now. Yay. So, yeah, that was relatively easy. I didn't really have to use many cures at all. But yeah, Fusion Tonics and Fusion Potions with Tilith is absolutely OP. Overpowered. It's crazy. And this is me using like these other units that generally shouldn't be used together. Like if I had like a Michelle, a dual GX, and like 3 Douglases with, actually then you probably wouldn't even need that. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Maybe like Logan's or Lilith's. Any units that are really, really strong but can't regenerate their Brave Burst gauges for the life of them would be really great. But anyways, that's the end of this video now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm not sure what the next unit spotlight's going to be on. It's probably going to be on the gods, like Alice's tier. Alice, Will, who else? Elimia? What are their names? Oh, I guess Douglas would be in there. Lava and Mega. Is that everybody? I think that is. So, next unit spotlight's going to be on that. But for now, this is it, and I'll see you guys next time.